Hi, you guys. Whew. Stretch. Alright. Hello, I'm DjTj, and Twins Inc. Productions Track Talk is now DjTj Says. Not just the music DJ. A lot of people don't like to hear the truth, and I say a lot of things that people don't like to hear, but they need to hear. A lot of people out there just want to be politically correct, and just got a lot of people that just don't want to go against the grain. They want to be, cool or fit in, and want people to like them. People should like you because you are you, and not because you fit into a certain category that they like. Be an individual. I think that's that's an issue with the youth today. They're not individuals. They gotta fit in with the trends. Skinny jeans and dreads, and you gotta be cool. Or if I get these skinnies and get some Vans like Lil Wayne or this rapper, I can be cool, and I can fit in, and people like me. But it was like, I'm not saying it's new. It's nothing new. It's been like that every generation. But for some reason nowadays it's like people are not breaking out of that, because at some point you have to break out of that. But nowadays it's carrying on into adult life, and then with younger generations and younger kids having kids, you don't have that growth, and those teachers to give the kids something to look up to. They don't have the tools to break out of it pretty much. But that was just a little side note. Today I actually want to talk about the definition of rich, because I think a lot of people get caught up in worldly possessions and worldly things, and they try to bring that into church, and they try to understand why God is, they blame their misfortunes on God, and they're saying, well, I'm praying for this, I'm doing this, I'm asking them to make me rich, and but they're not understanding what the definition of rich is. So let's take a look at the definition, like the Webster's or the dictionary's definition of rich. So let's take a look at that. And this may vary from what I'm showing on the screen now, but I have, it basically is having an abundant and costly possessions. So right there we're talking about something you can buy, something that's expensive, and you can just go out there, throw the cash on the counter and be like, let's go, put it in a bag, throw it in a bag. Then you have other definitions: abounding, containing butter, eggs, cream, so being rich in that aspect. You have strong, vivid, and mellow. So do you think in the spiritual realm, or in God's world, or in heaven, that any of these definitions would apply? That's the question I want you to ask yourself. What is rich in terms of God? When you ask God to make you rich, what do you really expect Him to do? If you want Him to come from His, what He in terms of God, if you think rich, money is not something that you should be thinking about. Expensive cars, expensive houses, all of these things has nothing to do. You have no use for them beyond this earth. So, what do you expect? Just like you're asking him for something, and you don't even realize what he's giving you. Let's think of some things that what that it would be. Think about being rich in terms of integrity. Rich in terms of giving and being able to give to others. Rich in love, rich in family, friends. Let's do a side. We could do a side by side comparison. We can take just think of some celebrities that are rich, and they have the money, they have the cars, but now that they have all of this, it's like they're still trying to fill a void because they don't have a lot of people they can trust because everybody's after them for their money. So you rich, but are you really rich? Because you want the things that you pretty much gave up. You can't really trust everybody when you have a lot of money because everybody's out to get your money. So you turn, we see it time and time again, celebrities overdosing on drugs or committing suicide, and it's because they're trying to fill a void that money can't buy that. You can't buy a true friend. You can't buy trust. And a lot of people turn to drugs and alcohol to fill that, and they end up overdosing or falling off, losing all of their money, and they're right back. They're in the worst place than they were before. So think about that. Think about what you're really asking for when you ask some God to make you rich. If you're expecting money and cars, and you're not talking to the God that's in heaven. You're talking to the God of this world, which is, he's not really a God. He's an anti-Christ. We call him Satan, Lucifer, whatever you want to refer to him as, but it's a deception. Think about the purpose of being rich. And when I say rich, I mean God's definition of rich. What is the purpose? Now, if you can understand what it really is to be rich, and once you understand that, so you have, you have the honesty, you have the integrity, you're very trustworthy, you do have true friends, people that you can trust, you have rich in family. Now that you have all of that and you have that basic groundwork, then what God will do is say, well, hey, I can use this person. Let's make him wealthy. Let's give him the tools to make other people rich. And I'm not saying make other people rich in monetary means. I'm saying make other people rich in the same riches that you have and spread that. Rich in love. Spread the love. So once you are really rich, then God will give you wealth. And then with that wealth, you can spread your riches. Not money though. And once you spread your riches and make someone else rich, then they can obtain the wealth that you have. It's a difference between being rich and being wealthy. Rich, you can have money and all of that, but Once you spend it, it's gone. Wealth is an abundance. It keeps coming. It's like a tree. You know, you plant the seed, the tree grows. Long as you keep watering the plant and giving it good, nutrients, it's gonna be going, and it's gonna keep going. It's gonna keep recycling, keep taking up the nutrients, keep producing whatever fruit or whatever type of plant that it is. So I just wanted to talk to y'all about the difference between rich and wealth, and when you ask God to make you rich, understand what you're really asking for. And realize that He's not going to just give you something rather than give you the opportunity to show that you already have it. Because you have everything you already need inside of you. You just have to understand it, and manifest it. But it's there. You have it. You just need to understand it. So that's DjTj Says. You might not like it. Maybe you don't agree. That's cool. Maybe you do. That's fine. Leave your comments below and we can talk about it a little further. Anything else you want to discuss, leave your comments too. Make sure you subscribe. DjTj Says, Twins Inc Productions.